What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about APE NFT. I am not a fan of this at all. I'm sure this is going to get some hate, but Jesus, I just don't see. I think it's hugely overvalued right now. I think it's going to continue to be hugely overvalued, and I'll justify my reasoning behind it. But if you're a holder, and you don't appreciate it, at least explain why you believe it's going to, in the comments, why you believe it can do a run. But yeah, let's see what people think. But before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on this channel, and they're the first 26 coins I owned when I made the channel. Had you put in $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them, and then you ignored them for 2 years, you did everything wrong as an investor, you just straight up got on with your life and never sold them, you'd still be in profit for 6.3k, and that's you doing everything possibly wrong. But if you just sold these coins last year like I did when the markets rocketed up, the $100 into each of these coins, the $2,600 investment in total would have netted you a profit of 123 grand. That's why you've got to sell when the markets are up. Otherwise, you're never making a profit. Now, as I said, I sold all these last year. These are not the coins I own. If you want to see my current portfolio, you can go to copymycrypto.com. On that site, I share all my entire holdings, plus the members get an update every time I buy or sell a coin. I release videos on a daily basis talking about the markets. On top of that, we have tutorials set up for members so that anyone that's brand new to crypto can follow that, can use them and learn how to get involved in crypto. Same ones I send friends and family. And guys, look, there's a history of success on this channel. There is a history of success on the site. We've had big wins across both, not least of which is Phantom. No one in 2020 spoke about Phantom. And let alone what I did, which was create a dedicated Udemy course. I've only made one ever, and it was all about Phantom and how it was and it was titled the best cryptocurrency investment of 2020. I said it would 100x or more. It went up 677 times. So if you'd have put in 2 grand in Phantom when I released that course and sold at the top, you'd have made 1.3 million. Now, I will find another Phantom. But when I do, I'm not going to do a Udemy course like last time. I'm going to go onto my site. I'm going to tell the members about the coin. I'm going to tell them why I'm bullish on it, what gains I think it can do, and what percentage of my money I'm putting in. And they can copy along. If that interests you, if you want to take the work out of investing for yourself and just copy along, you can do that. All you have to do is go to the site and have a read through. And remember, everything you read can be verified on the YouTube channel. Just go through the history. It's that simple. And maybe I'll see you guys there. Right, APE NFT. So, APE NFT is about 20 times lower-ish than its all-time high. Now, there's a lot I dislike about this. Okay, so APE NFT is all about investing into top NFT platforms and artworks, incubating leading NFT artists to build a bridge between world-class artists in the NFT world, sponsoring galleries, organizing art exhibitions or publications, setting up awards to support art creation and criticism, and establishing art collections and more. By applying blockchain tech into the NFT world, APE NFT Fund expands the use cases for blockchain. The fund purchases well-known traditional and NFT artworks as underlying assets and works to improve the NFT trading standard. It does provide support to government agencies, universities, lawyers, and industry elites in issuing policies that govern the healthy development of the industry. There are now 3 major use cases in the blockchain industry, namely value exchange, collaboration, and record keeping. The unique NFT fits in all 3 of the use cases. It's not only a hot trend in the blockchain industry, but also a critical element that is very likely to revolutionize the industry and take it to the next level. Now, actually, I've spoken about NFTs in great depth on this channel multiple times. I do believe NFTs are going to change massively from what they are right now. Right now, a lot of them that are out there are just images. They're just pictures. And over the course of time, they're going to become usable in the real world. I think we'll see mortgages that are built into NFTs. I think, mortgage contracts. I think we'll see real world use cases. Because even just stuff like land registry is vital. Like you could put that onto a blockchain or onto an NFT system with relevant ease. Now, APE NFT does have a supply of 999 trillion. I believe they did the same thing. I think they did the same thing and sent a ton to Vitalik, I believe. Might have to double check that. Yeah. So what I don't like, there's a few things I don't like. Look, first of all, right. Where's the white paper? Where's the white paper? I read every white paper. I like the white paper. It shows what your intent is, shows what you were trying to do. Now I've got a marketplace, but I've got no goddamn information anywhere. I can't look at it. I can't see it. I can't see anything. You know, the fact that it's built on TRON is very, very cheap. TRON is very, very fast. But beyond that, I'm not a big fan of TRON. But I think TRON has legitimate use cases, which is their speed and the cheapness of moving money around. I think that's the best thing about TRON. Beyond that, I think the ecosystem is pretty crap. I also don't like the stable coin that they've got, USDD. I do think that is going to inevitably crash, and I think when that does, that's going to take a lot of the ecosystem that's around TRON down with it. APE NFT, as I said, is an NFT marketplace, but just, I mean, look at like the activity. You know, this is 2 trades in the last in the last hour for 30 TRON and 29 TRON. You know, I mean, there's really not a lot of volume at all coming through here ever. There just isn't. There's no volume. Now I know I know we're in a bear cycle, but you know, for APE NFT to possibly compete with something like OpenSea, I don't think there's a chance in hell. I think when you're looking at, you know, the system, I can see that they've got Bored Ape Yacht Club on TRON, or Bored Ape Yacht Club TRON, you know, and granted they're all recently listed, but I mean, even recently sold, we're not seeing tons. We're just not. These are the stuff that's been sold in the last sort of, based on time frame, right? In the last hour, 2 hours or whatever. And none of it's exciting. I don't see the future of NFTs being built upon TRON. I really don't. Now that could change, but right now I don't see it. Again, in terms of the token information, in terms of how the release is going to occur, there's no info. So there's 28% of the circulating supply out. But in terms of like finding the information, it's damn near impossible. I've been Googling everything for friggin' ages. Now what I know is, look, there's 30% allocated to artist partners, 19% to DeFi airdrop and mining, 19% to NFT team. So, you know, the team have a hell of a lot, right? You've got initial exchange listing, 2%. You've got NFT works purchase, 20%. And you've got partnerships, 10%. So, again, we're not... I mean, with no time frames whatsoever. Like, no time frames. And then when you look, you know, yes, it's on KuCoin, Huobi. It's not on Binance. I'd be very surprised to see it on Binance unless the volume picks up or unless there's a clamoring for it. I can't see the need for a clamoring for it because there's no goddamn information about it. On TronScan, you can see APE NFT. There are 2.3 million holders. You know, so I'm very aware that there's a lot of people that are bullish on this, and you know, I am obviously in the minority, I guess, but I'm so not keen on this. The majority is in like 2.8% of the overall supply is in Poloniex' cold wallet, which of course, because Poloniex is partly owned by Justin Sun or owned by Justin Sun outright, and that's 28 whatever billion, is it? So 28 billion? Yeah, looks at 417. No, it's 28 trillion. Yeah, it's 28 trillion. Okay, so 28 trillion is in there. So that's, yeah, 10% of that, 2%, 2.8%, whatever. So that's in Poloniex' cold wallet. But remember, that's owned by Justin Sun. So all of a sudden, you know, he could dump that on the market. Not that that's going to have a huge impact. It's 12 million though. There's not huge. There's a black hole address without private key, often used for token burns. So there is about 9 trillion that's been burnt there. You know, so there's again Polonia. So there's a lot of holders. I'm very, very aware there's a lot of holders here. You know, 2.3 million. But look, I mean, there's no, like, the whole thing is about growing artistic, the artistic world within crypto, the NFT world. And I'm sorry, but I'm just, we're so far away from growth. We're so far away from real growth within the art world for NFTs. I know we've seen a few big name artists release NFTs over the past year, but we're not going to, the art world is not going to shift and transition to NFTs. I don't see that happening anytime soon. We're probably a decade, 2 decades away from that. And fundamentally, I don't see APE NFT as the platform that's going to garner the interest required. I don't see evidence of like a fund that they have up and running. This is their only site. You know, they don't have a second site. They don't have you know, they're talking about the fund that they have that's up and running for garnering partnerships and everything else. But there's no evidence of it. There's no nothing. There is quite simply, there's no white paper. All we have is an NFT marketplace that's barely being used. And obviously we're in a bear cycle. Obviously the markets aren't having the volume that they normally have. But this is so behind any normal NFT marketplace or any other NFT marketplace. They're doing tiny volume. I'm not bullish long term. And look, these are the TRON cryptos right now. This is it, really. So again, and you've got a very dodgy stablecoin in USDD, which I still think can crash that network or certainly damage that network in a significant way. APE NFT, there's nothing here. It's a market cap of 120 million. It's overpriced right now. There's still 72% of the supply to come out. Granted, you know, they have burnt some. But again, the info is limited. I just think this effectively, when it came out and they did all the airdrop and stuff, just think, I don't know if it was a money grab or what, but I don't get it. 2.3 million people. I don't get it. It's not gonna, there's nothing there that screams, this is a moneymaker. Not if your NFT marketplace is still doing no volume. How are you attracting artists? There's no evidence of anything. It's literally, like, this is the most speculative of all speculative plays if anyone's investing in it, because there's no evidence of anything beyond a page, beyond a marketplace where some people are using it, and small amounts of people at that. And it's all built on TRON. And TRON is legitimately a weak ecosystem. It's great in terms of speed, it's great in terms of cost, but it's a tiny, weak ecosystem. So what happens with APE NFT? Dies. I don't see it winning. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to see the coins I own right now, go to copymycrypto.com. It's where I share my portfolio. I let the members know anytime I buy or sell a coin. I release videos on a daily basis about the markets. I have tutorials set up for people that are brand new to crypto. And I have a history of success that's on public record. No one in 2020 spoke about Phantom. Hell, you know, I was talking about Engine before most people as well, and VeChain as well. You know, I've been doing, all of these have had good gains, 50x's, 60x's. But Phantom did a 677x, and everyone missed that. Everyone missed Phantom. Every big YouTuber. But I did a course dedicated to Phantom called The Best Cryptocurrency Investment of 2020. So it's not luck. And when I find the next Phantom, I'll go onto my site and I'll tell my members and I'll tell them why I think it can do the run it can, what run I think it can do, what percentage of my money I'm putting in. And if they want to copy me, they can copy me and make those gains. If that interests you, where you want to take the work out of it for yourself, just listen to what I'm doing, copy along, you can do that. And remember, everything on the site you can verify with the entire YouTube channel's history. Very, very simple. Go take a look. And if you like it, come join me there, and I'll see you. Anyway, take it easy, guys. And APE NFT holders, I apologize, but I think it's dead coin. And that's it from me. Take it easy. Bye-bye.